Longly awaited, over 1 year. We're here for another episode of All About Sex Dolls from Scouter Report. We got what you need. We got what you want. We got Alex. We got Russell. We got Ben. The gang's back together.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a long time.
I think the last time I was part of this, we were in your living room. I think Kurt was there.
No.
You definitely did one.
Yeah, you did one in the legit setup. We've downgraded since then.
Ben, you did one of the reveal ones for sure. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did the Frieza SCR. Well, we did. I don't know.
Whatever.
No. Anyways,
This is a strong start.
we just went to
Half of
Nats
the people
like
have
2
already
weeks ago.
stopped listening.
I went 0-2 drop. Alex, say
3,
it.
3-3? I can't remember. It was
Okay.
garbage.
Russell, trash.
I finished 6-1-1 in Swiss.
Where's
and
your
then,
gold card?
Huh? I didn't get a gold card. I got a metal card, though. It was a metal Gogeta.
Gold card, don't come home.
I didn't
No
bring
gold
it.
card, don't come home.
He's
No,
not on our team
it is
anymore,
sitting
doesn't matter.
safe at home waiting to be sold for a
Who
ton of
wants
money.
it?
Yes.
Low price of $25,000.
Oh, yeah.
Put Russell through college.
We're juicing. Oh, we're paying off them student loans for sure with that card.
And then Joe Biden forgives it a week later.
That's right.
That's what
Right.
we're
Please, Joe, please.
No, it was a good
Then
tournament.
how did Ben do?
X1 over 3 rounds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Then you dropped after.
We don't talk about after that. Yeah. So
4 rounds in, you were a juice.
And then
Okay.
by 5 rounds, I was out. So
That's good. That's good.
that's pretty much how it goes.
All right, Russell's got the list of what we're talking about here because I don't play this game anymore. So they convinced me to do this for Mexican food. So.
Yeah, so first on the list, just wanted to talk a little bit more about, I guess, Nats, people's experiences, the meta.
Y'all still stink.
I want to hear John Bradley's
kidding.
experience.
Just kidding.
How did your Nats go?
0-2 drop. I won 1 game out of 2 rounds.
What deck did
And
you play?
I heard you were playing some
I
spice.
played the spiciest baby Vegeta or Vegeta baby. I don't know which one
It's
it is.
Vegeta Baby.
Vegeta baby that plays all 1 drops and Vengeful Spirit or
Vengeful
Onslaught.
please.
This ain't Dota 2.
Definitely the Ben local special.
Yeah.
how was your sideboard?
There was no sideboard.
No sideboard. 50 cards.
50
no
cards,
sideboard.
only no
All
sideboard.
gas, no
Yep.
negates.
Wait, did you win any games?
I won 1 game, yeah. I almost won 2. He just, stupid Android 16 has too much combo power and blockers. So
Yeah. But you weren't playing the tournament anyway.
no, I was there to
So-
sell cards and go to Disneyland. So
So what are you going to do?
Mission
it was fun.
accomplished.
It was fun.
What cards you sell?
All the good ones.
Yeah.
All the big shiny.
I know I hit him up like after Nats like a week ago, and I was like, "Hey, do you have these cards?" Because I was gonna buy them on TCG Player anyways. He's like, "Nah, I sold them at Nats to my opponent." So I was like,
Man.
Zach has it down south. You can go get it from him.
"It's okay, I bought them already."
But yeah, I came home with like $3,500.
Good.
So not
Nice
bad.
little chunk of change.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
Lost my wallet, but that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And all 3,500 was in the
No,
wallet.
no, I had $3,000 in 20s in a fanny pack that I brought on the airplane.
The
so,
Scouter Report Vanity Pack.
so that was good.
You get your wallet back?
No,
Oh,
they suck.
Wow.
What rental car service was it?
What? Hurts.
Yeah, put them on blast
Yeah,
real quick.
Hurts. You suck if you're watching this.
1 star.
You're never going to
Weak.
sponsor this podcast.
They stole my cards.
We're fielding many offers.
Anyways.
Budget.
Alex, what was your Nats experience like?
My experience was I didn't play test at all heading into it. I just was doing other things, playing disc golf. You know,
That's what we do now.
yeah.
What
So
about overall experience? Though? 'Cause
Russell's
I mean,
terrible at disc
well,
golf.
I was just gonna say I didn't.
it's been a year since we've had. It's been a long time since we've had events. Obviously, you know, COVID shut everything down.
Yeah, for me personally, it kind of felt like Nats wasn't. It didn't feel like it was leading up to something big. It didn't feel like there was any build up. It just didn't. For me personally, didn't feel like the real Nats. It felt that way once I was there in the building, but leading up to it and everything. So I didn't test enough. It showed obviously, but what are
I
you gonna
tried
do?
to get you to test.
You did.
Many
I'm not
times.
going to take that away from you, but I had stuff going on, I guess.
He tested a bunch the 48 hours leading into
yes.
it.
Oh,
with
yeah.
zero testing prior to
That's
that.
correct. That's how we do things.
Doesn't
So-
show up to locals. Goes to Nats, straight to Nats.
Yeah.
Who
So
shows up to locals?
I do.
not me.
I'm the only person here who shows
I would
up to
show up if
locals.
my
I've been
work
showing up for
schedule
locals.
allowed me to. I might
Shout out
actually
to
end up being
Zulus.
able to starting next year. We'll see.
I only show up for the chicken strips.
That's right.
It's all about the poutine.
Poutine's good.
Poutine
Hobbit
and the chicken
bar.
strips at Zulu's.
Yeah.
Poutine the food, not poutine the card.
New
Shout-
sponsor.
I'll say shout out to Zulu.
Shout out to Fuji.
New sponsor.
Shout out to Fuji and Brian Samuel for cheating.
I was gonna say cheaters.
Cheaters.
So yeah, that's my Nats experience, but I'm excited for the next season and playing more.
So I'm gonna talk about my Nats experience because we'll get to the actual meat of the conversation with.
Nobody needs to
Russ
hear it.
here.
Nobody needs to hear about that. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mine was fine. I actually best part of Nats was playing disc golf with John. Actually, that was the most enjoyable part, being in the sun and kind of hanging out with
Not the
Josh.
That was a
In-N-Out?
pretty like legit place you guys went to, right?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I enjoyed it. It was nice hanging out with people. I usually don't take it too seriously. I always play whatever I'm going to play. So the tournament went pretty much exactly how I expected it to go for me. So, yeah, it was fun. Russ, how was your experience?
So leading up to this Nats, I mean, everybody here knows I'm pretty competitive, especially when it comes to card games. And so I tested a ton for this Nats. Like leading up to it, I was like strictly playing like Golden Frieza. For the longest time, I thought I was going to be playing Golden Frieza at Nats. Big majority of the team was on the deck. And I mean, every single day for like months leading up to Nats, I mean, we were just grinding. There was people in our Discord 10 hours a day, every day.
Get a job.
I mean, everybody works from home. So like people would be at work, like logged in on Discord,
I
just
see
like
you,
talking.
Marcus Kintarsi.
Oh yeah, it's absurd. Like I would literally
Me
be
too.
at work, like with it mute, like my headphones in, muted, like looking at Discord on one of my screens and like work on the other screen. It was absurd. We tested a lot, and then leading like 2 weeks out from Nats, I started to not feel as confident with the deck just because there was some matchups that weren't favorable, and some of the really good players on our team were on Cell Surge, and that was just a horrendous matchup for Golden. So I was kind of like conflicted going a week into Nats. I flew out a week early, stayed with Marcus, Danny, and Joey in Fresno. So we had a good like 3-4 days where it was just like us at Marcus's house, just like grinding like 24/7. And I decided to pull out Sin Shenron and pretty much like didn't lose a game like throughout those few days with the deck. So I was just like, you know what, I'm comfortable with it. I'm gonna sleeve it up, play that Nat, see what happens. Obviously ended up being a good pick. Unfortunately ran into a rogue deck, Android 21 in top 16. I feel like I had really good matchups across the board against everybody else, but that's just how it happens sometimes. It's the second time I've lost an Android leader in top 16 at Nats. But it was a good experience. Got another medal card. Got to hang out with all the boys on vacation again for a first time in over a year. So definitely a lot of fun.
Would you do anything different in terms of picking your deck, sideboard?
In retrospect, there was definitely a few cards in my main deck I wish weren't in there. Like I main decked quite a bit for Cell Surge, and I didn't play against a single Cell Surge. So there was definitely some cards in my deck that didn't really get used. But luckily for me, since Shenron is like, the engine is very consistent in what it wants to do. So it's just very strong by itself. So you can afford to have a lot of dead cards in your deck and still just perform really well. So yeah, I wish there were some cards that were in my deck. I think it would have helped me a little bit, especially in top 16, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Cool.
You guys have any thoughts on the new time rules at all and how it affected you there?
It was fine for me.
Oh, I know that. I already told you what I thought about your
I still
deck.
think it's absolutely ridiculous that you can be mid-battle, like comboing, and you don't finish the battle that's currently happening.
Yeah.
Because I witnessed somebody drop his whole hand,
Yep.
and the guy just sat there with like far fewer cards in his hand, not playing.
Yep.
The time ran out, and the judges were like, "Nope, that's it. You lose. He has more life."
Yep. I definitely think
It's ridiculous.
I think that you should get turns no matter what. That's just kind of my thing. Even if you're playing in that second game trying to play for the draw, you should still get turns.
I think
That's
at least the battle.
Yeah, I mean, finish
like-
the action.
Yeah.
At very least. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
for me, like I played a super grindy deck, obviously. So it was like either I win game one or I don't win game one. And both times, I mean, I won 6 of my game ones and won all those matches. And the 2 times I didn't win game one ended in a draw and my only loss in the last round. But the last round, like we were just I was playing against Duval, and we were both already XO1, so that round didn't really matter. So we were just kind of joking around.
So you made
Heard
it worth
you
his
lost
while.
though.
Yes, I did. I mean, granted, we were in game 2, and I had like 10 dudes on board and had him under Fu Shrouded when time got called, so he was definitely dead that game.
I don't know. Seems pretty good.
I mean, he did win, so
He did.
It seems pretty good.
If we had 90 minutes in Top Cut, we did. If we would have played again in Top Cut, he definitely would have taken the L. But
you'll never know.
Wing match.
You'll never know.
Did the end of round format, did that factor into your deck choice?
not really, just because I've always liked grindier decks. So
This just in. Russ
Yeah.
likes grindy decks.
I'm a control player at heart, so no matter what the time rules are, I'm just always probably gonna swing a control deck and just do my thing.
What you looking at over there?
I was looking at the scatter report dice.
Oh wow.
Vintage. Vintage.
The other option is just to play aggro like me, and so one of the many reasons why I play aggro is because I hate the interactions at the end of a round.
He doesn't like to play DBS, so he tries to end it in 2 turns.
I mean, still playing DBS.
Yet I'm the one who's maybe me and Rust here are the only ones really playing it.
I do think that's a big reason why Gogeta Zeno was a huge part of the room. Like, it just seemed like Gogeta was just everywhere. Like, I played 3 in Swiss, which is good for me because Sin absolutely stomps on Gogeta.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of people changed their deck ups last minute, trying to be a little bit more aggressive.
I think Gogeta Zeno, like going into it, if I had the promos, I was going to play that deck.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have all the promos for it, so I didn't even bite on it. So,
You could have borrowed it from me.
I didn't know yet. So.
You didn't
True.
invite him to the Discord, so.
That's right. So yeah.
What about you, John? Did time rules have any factor on the deck here?
No. Not even close. I think I ended at least 15 minutes before the round was over both times. The first time was like a half hour
He was
early.
out eating pizza too
He
early.
clapped me early with the Soul Striker blue-yellow.
You mean you clapped yourself because that's what the deck does if you lose.
No, he just like arrivaled my stuff back to my hand when I would go for game and easy. But yeah, I did kill myself by turn 2 every time down to 1 life. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
What about outside the turn type of stuff, like Airbnb, food, any other memorable
I mean, we watched
stuff?
Wheel of Time. That was pretty dope.
You guys watched a lot, and I mean, these guys watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! That
I
weekend.
didn't.
Like an absurd amount of
That
Yu-Gi-Oh!
was perfect
I
background
mean,
noise.
We took some edibles. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that plus
We
Yu-Gi-Oh!
almost lost Ben his Korean card.
Yeah, that was we went to Korean barbecue night 1, and the main people who were pushing it actually didn't show up to our Korean barbecue.
Ken Watkins,
Yeah, put more people on blast. Who else?
Fuji,
Yep. Yep.
Let them know.
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yep, let them know. I mean, Carlos came in just absurdly late, so.
Well, he didn't know he landed late and everything. So
He
that's
landed early and then sat on the tarmac for like
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah, that's not. What are you gonna do?
That was okay, but I had to go with Josh and John and Landon, and John and Landon. The edibles kicked in right when they were there, and I was
in
like,
the middle of eating a very difficult thing to eat with chopsticks.
yeah, and I was like, 15 minutes behind them, but so like I had to witness them just fumbling and trying to order and be like,
My
no,
pants are still stained. Look at that.
Oh God.
You didn't wash it.
Well, I just
That's not
remember
No, I
Food.
did wash it. They're stained with whatever that
you
sauce
and
was.
Landon, especially Landon. Landon was in a different world.
Oh,
when
I
you
got the
guys came
video. I'll
back.
put it up over
Landon
this.
was literally like just kind of walking.
Thumbnail.
He was just walking around the house when you guys got back, just a blank look on his face.
was
Like
great.
he wasn't there.
Hi, Landon.
You should just open the podcast with that clip and then go in the intro.
Okay, we can put it at the beginning.
He's practicing being extra on The Walking Dead.
I remember because going into that last night, Carlos, we were hanging out in one of our other rooms, and Carlos like came in. He's like, "Hey, Alex said like these edibles need to be finished because you can't take them on
They need to
the
be
plane, right?" And I remember that first night, like
Vegetables.
I remember we all like took one. I didn't feel a single thing that first night. But these guys were like dumb high, and I was like, you know what? I'll just start taking more. I just took 4 of them.
You're wild, dude.
Wrong
Those
move.
It
things
was
were real
literally-
strong.
Carlos was trying to teach me this game, and the entire time in my head, I'm just like, please. And I was like, there's no way. Like, I had no idea what he said. I'm just like moving dice and like playing cards and different like random things on the board. And I'm like, this is wild.
Was that the moment I went back downstairs and I was in full full mast of my high, and it looked like at the end of the table there was like Fuji and Ken and Carlos. They're like ghosts. They're like the Trinity over there.
No, this
different
was
night.
Sunday.
Was that night two?
No,
That
this was
was night
Sunday.
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Oh, you're
So
talking
you guys,
Sunday
you
night.
guys were
Oh,
gone.
Okay.
But yeah, I was dumb high, like dumb.
I heard somebody else just pocketed the rest and ate all of them at once.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fiends.
Who?
Not worth it.
I heard Ryan ate hella.
I mean, it was definitely passed around. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure like the whole room had a good
I
chunk
should
of
have
it.
gave mine to your guys because I just threw mine away at the end of the week.
They would have found
And those
out.
ones were good. The ones that he
Yeah.
had were like super tasty. So like we
Yeah.
got there and I wasn't feeling anything. So I was just like, nah,
eat
we're just
these.
gonna keep going.
I forget whose
Another
those
dimension.
were. Those might have been. I think those were Landon's originally. And
Probably.
Then they made it to me because I didn't buy any.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't mine. I had mine on me, so
Oh yeah, because Landon had to fly out, so he just passed.
What
them.
else? Carl's Jr., disc golf, basketball, DBS.
oh yeah, basketball.
Basketball was fun.
I just
Fucked up
watched.
my back playing basketball though.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
And when I fell, when Butters like clotheslined me.
Wish it was on video.
Is it on video?
Shout out
I
to
think
Butters.
They filmed it.
clothesline him.
I think
Playing
Kano
physical out
probably
there.
has it up there, but
Yeah.
yeah, Butters just freaking tried to clothesline me, take me out of two things at once. You know.
He knows how to win. Take you out. What else you got over there?
All right,
Mystic Booster.
Yes.
The hell's that?
Mythic.
So
Mythic.
next month we have a reprint set coming out called Mythic Booster.
Oh yeah, that thing.
First time we have secret rares being reprinted inside of a set.
Okay.
We have Cell, Xeno, and SS4 Vegeta getting reprinted as the two
So
secret rares.
necessary.
Yes, no, it's I mean I knew Cell was probably going to be one just because
Yeah.
it got the errata, so they probably wanted the new text.
What's the errata?
5 energy.
Yeah, you have to be at 5 energy.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's why you don't see it being
John out
played.
here asking
I know about that card.
10-month-old questions.
That's why the card doesn't see a lot of play.
What's that card? When was
yeah.
that released?
I didn't read cards for the last 2 years, or a year, I guess.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty
Over a
disappointed
year.
that SS4 Vegeta is the second card.
Well, I know they said that it was going to be set 8 back
Whatever they said, but I'm pretty disappointed that it's
or
that
set
card.
9 back. So there wasn't many good options, right? Like there's not many secret rares
Goku
from those sets and back that
Goku
are
Oob.
playable, right?
That's
Goku
true.
Oob.
That's really true.
So they probably just picked something that's like a collector's item that is somewhat pricey and was like, we'll let these people be able to get their hands on it,
Yeah.
And it's a good looking secret rare. Like it is what it is. I'm pretty sure you can get like a non-foil version of it. That's like, because if you go on the thing, they have like both artworks up.
Huh.
So I think you might be able to get the original artwork and like probably like a non-foil version, and then like the new gold stamped alt art secret rare.
I would think it's only the new art, but I don't know. We'll see,
we'll
I
see.
guess.
I think I know the answer to this, but what card are you most excited about being reprinted?
Dimension Magic, 100%.
I want that new Sensu bean. Not gonna lie.
I want that too.
I want the bean. So.
But
John
What about you,
Bradley.
John?
They got chain track trunks.
they actually do.
Is it playable?
Chain attack.
You finally get your chain attack foil.
How many-
That might need to
Like
happen.
2.5 years
I was
too
saying,
late.
how
Didn't
many
sell
years
any
too
red
late?
cards, so
Yeah.
Here we go, Pan.
I'll
And
play a
the-
different red deck.
And that Judge Foil Zeno, and then you got your chain Zeno right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. After image technique for me. That artwork. I
That
don't
artwork
think
is
the card
sick.
is too
They got new
pertinent, but
after
they
image?
yeah.
They're
the
reprinting
artwork
all
is super
those
dope.
negates from
Like
that
all
set.
the old
Power
staples,
Burst,
all the
Time
good ones,
Magic,
yeah.
yeah.
Those are real hard to get, so
The foils, the
The
foils.
foils.
It's just they're
Foils.
printing them in like
I get it.
before foil D Magic is like
getting you to
almost
buy it
$50
again, is what
a
they're
pop
doing.
right now. So
they
like
played you, finessed.
yeah, so now we actually get like a cool looking artwork that's gold stamped and
Yep.
probably be less than what the
They'll be
actual
getting you
foil
to buy
from the
that
set
card
is.
5 to 6 times a day in no time.
Yeah, I'm excited for this to hopefully be
Shout out to Hell
be a
Group.
yearly thing. I'm kind of excited.
Everybody's gonna have their play sets of thwartings now, just in time for it to get touched on the ban list.
Please don't. Please don't. Not with Trunks coming out. Please don't.
I know that card. We'll get to the
Yeah,
trunks.
we're
But anything else you're excited for? I mean, there's lots of good stuff. The SS4 Goku from the Tournament pack is in there.
I basically don't have any red staples anymore, so
Yeah.
I'm really excited to repick up.
Kaioken is in there.
There's a whole bunch. Like I said, just a whole bunch of red stuff that I basically got rid of.
What are some other good? Because Zamasu, the
5-drop.
the 5-drop
I need
is
that. I
getting
need more of
reprinted.
those too.
Which that card went back up in price after The Android
good.
16 did good because
So
I think he had
good.
3 in his main deck. So yeah, it makes sense.
You got the that promo from Vegeta that's like a taco battle card restand. That
Oh yeah,
nobody
there's some terrible cards in there. Like
Completely, yeah. Just
like
wasted
some of the
spaces.
leaders, I'm just like Surge Kefla. I'm like I don't want this card at all.
Super relevant.
Yeah, super relevant.
Always was.
So I don't know.
But as far as the overall makeup of that set goes, how do you think about that going forward? Do you like the idea of these big reprint sets?
I've always liked the kind of the Megaton structure in Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, and every year kind of getting X amount of sets reprinted, stuff like that, kind of keeping newer players back in it and everything. I like that kind of stuff. I think it keeps a lot of players in the game and gets new players in the game also. So.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm always a big fan of reprints.
I fully disagree.
and
You're fucking with my collection.
You sold out. You're good.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't see the treasure
Someone
chest
needs
though.
cards? I got hella.
No, I think it's awesome, especially you look at
It's probably a good idea because if I ever want to play again,
Boom.
You
Still
look at
buy
a
that.
card
They
like
won't be able to get it,
thwarting.
but-
If you wanted to play black in the last year, you needed a play set of thwartings, which were $60 to $120 at one point.
Yeah, at one point though. Well,
Each, yeah.
dang.
the winter one was
Yeah.
over that for a while. So
And so, yeah, it was just, you
trying to ruin
needed
the
like
podcast.
$500 in staples. Like all the black staples together were like $600-700 just for that, right?
Yep.
Like, which is a big barrier of entry if you wanted to play black for most players. So I think it's really cool. You know, a lot of the really good cards are reprinted as rares and uncommons.
Yep.
So you buy a box and you're already going to get like 2 to 3 copies of cards that were very hard to get at one point.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited. I liquidated like what 80% of my collection, if not more. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to get the stuff back.
Especially coming in, since the new season starts a month after that, it just lets everybody pick up all the staples they need going into new regional season.
The real season.
Yes. So skipping ahead, set 16 at Nationals, we only know one card in the new set.
That's all you need
Don't
to
we know two?
Do we know two?
You
The
technically know
first place
the
gold
unison.
leader.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what that
unison.
one
The
does.
unison. I mean, they didn't
What?
formally release it. The unison that goes with Trunks.
Oh, they showed that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
that was
we know
mo-
what it does?
That big
Yeah.
old biddies
They-
lady.
Oh, is it Kai? Is it another Kai or something?
Yeah, it's
okay.
a Kai unison.
What's she doing? Do we know? Is it bad?
It works with Trunks. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it manipulates like warp and drop. to,
Okay.
like,
We always come
get
with
he
the
has
best
a
crap on our
So yeah, so if anybody doesn't know, there's a new Trunks leader. Sorry, not super prepared. Don't really have it pulled up. But I know he has blocker on his front side, right? Activate main.
Wait, the leader has blocker?
The
Yeah.
leader has blocker.
What?
Yeah.
That's a first, right?
No, Sin Shenron
Oh.
Xeno, the black one, has
Okay.
blocker. But yeah, he has blocker. Activate main. You draw 2 cards, right? Or you warp a card from your hand, draw 2 cards.
Something like it's either one way or the other.
I think the backside's flipped around. So it's activate main on front side.
It's okay. I got this online.
Oh,
I
you got
have
it?
this
Man.
saved because as soon as this came
Let's
out,
hear it.
activate main front side once per turn. Choose 1 black card in your hand. Send it to the warp. Draw 2. 4 or less, or 5 or more Saiyans in your warp. Awaken. Draw 1. Untap 1.
We don't care about that.
The blocker's on the backside.
Okay. So no blocker.
Attack, draw 2, choose 1, send it to warp. Once per turn, when your opponent attacks a unison card, switch this card, the leader card, to active mode. And Spirit Boost 1, costs 1. Place 2 black battle cards from your warp in their owner's drop area. From the warp in their owner's drop areas. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice black utility leader. Another
It
one.
might just be a better. I
Another
mean, we'll have to test it out. Obviously, versus
No testing it. Absolutely. Gotta play it. I'm playing it next time I'm at a regional.
Do you think that it is a better or a worse Gogeta leader?
It's better because it's Trunks.
It is a better character. I'll give you that.
I don't know if it's better. You gotta wait for the rest of the
Yeah, I
cards
want to
come
see
out.
the support that goes
I
with
think
the
the
deck.
interesting thing is Gogeta obviously can be more explosive just because you can warp 5 off your top and then instantly drop a thwarting on your first turn, which
Yeah.
isn't something that's probably going to happen with like you. But the cool thing about Trunks is you don't have to warp random cards, so you can like just warp your pieces right when you want. Draw 2 cards.
back there.
Romeo tap dancing in the kitchen.
He's gonna get him in the shot too.
God.
I think the one thing I love the most about the new Trunks leader is you don't have to worry about warping your secret rare or any of your super combos like you do with Gogeta.
Oh yeah, you get to pick.
So I think its finishing power might be a lot better just because you're drawing so much. So you're probably gonna draw into like all your super combos, your secret rare. Like the leader just looks like it filters a lot.
Yeah.
Which is it can draw on its first turn. It doesn't have to attack to draw, which I think is anytime a leader doesn't have to attack to draw is broken already, right?
Kid Ku without needing the 4-star. Hey, buddy.
Vajex, Vajex on its front side is virtually the same thing. Didn't have to draw, right? So
Yep.
I think that's really cool. I know Ben is probably already just scheming in his head.
Yeah, if you were at Nats and you heard a guy get into his falsetto, that was probably me. There's only like 2 of us in the room, but I was one of the 2.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Alex and Ben are huge Trunks fanatics. Ben is an absolute Trunks fiend, though.
Yeah, Alex is not on my level.
I'm all about that set too.
Yeah,
Trunks.
he was about just playing the deck life. I'm about living the life.
He lives it.
In the Trunks lane.
Yeah, I only play for the most part Vegeta, Trunks, or Bardock, and then occasionally hit. I dabble in the hit once in a while.
Dabble.
Did you play that at last locals?
Yeah, yeah. I play. So I'm like, okay, our locals is like pretty casual. Bring some jank, have some fun, and then this dude right here, I'm pointing at Alex, brings his Cell Surge deck. It's best of 1. And he just destroys. He just runs roughshod over everybody. I'm playing a hit leader who does not self-awaken on his front side, and literally I scooped at 8 life. I was like, I have no cards left.
No cards in hand.
I'm done.
I scoop.
Yeah.
I told everybody at locals just come to an agreement to all play the same deck that is really good matchup against Cell Surge and
Yeah,
Easy.
So, good times.
Yeah,
I
looking
think
forward to the set, mainly because of that leader.
I'm excited to see with seeing that design of that leader that I'm hoping that this next set is much better than the set we just got.
yeah, I agree. I think this last set was definitely underwhelming as far as like new archetypes go.
It felt like it had a lot of utility cards in it and kind of splashing into older decks, but it didn't feel very strong on its own.
Yellow definitely got a huge boost from this last set. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yellow got hit hard on the ban list, but then they kind of retooled with what they got from set 15.
Slip those yellow players.
Yellow's
funny
fine. Yellow's
table.
fine.
I mean, yellow's always fine. It's funny because you look at Bandai's other games too, like Digimon, and Bandai loves yellow.
Yeah,
They just love yellow and blue.
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Yellow?
Not for me, for them.
Yellow's gross.
Yellow is one of my
Gross
least
color.
favorite colors in
about
general.
the
But
red
as
and
far
black.
as like the game goes, I love playing yellow decks.
Blue.
Yellow and blue. Yellow, blue,
Blue.
and then if there's a good hand destruction deck, I'm all about it.
Red and black life over here. The exact opposite.
I wish green was a lot better, but
What can you do?
Bandai hates green. They hate green in DBS. They hate green in Digimon. It's just they hate green.
I think they hate Digimon, but yeah.
No, they definitely
in
do.
general.
It's okay. We can let that game die.
Damn furries.
Yeah. All right. Our last topic. We got the new regional season. I
This
know.
ain't the last topic. We got
Okay.
For those that listen longer, we'll be talking about some good stuff at the
We
end.
got some
here.
After dark.
after dark topics. But last serious topic, we got the new regional season. I know we already have regional in Vegas getting ready for at the end of February at the Level Up Expo.
That is confirmed. End of February.
I heard it's at the Level Up Expo.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's officially been announced, but from what I've heard, it's
Yeah.
pretty
Through the grapevine.
Inside scoops.
yeah. Which makes sense. Like they've
good
always
timing.
done
I
a
could be
regional.
convinced to go to Vegas.
Level Up.
Yeah. No, you'll be convinced.
Yeah, no.
I might not play,
Always a good spot.
but I could be convinced
But
to go
the
to Vegas.
best part is not playing.
Yeah.
I would
Fuzzy
honestly,
dice.
I don't need an excuse to go back
Give me
to
at the
Vegas
sushi
to
bar.
get a creme brulee milkshake.
Yep.
It's kind of like when Alex said that he doesn't need an excuse to go to Ohio to get those firecracker fries.
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, the worst fries ever.
Being drunk in the moment, amazing.
Most
say-
disappointing moment while playing a
Okay,
card
you
game.
had to be there.
It was an in the moment thing.
I
had to
was
be there.
there, just not
Nope,
during
you had
that
to be there
time.
the first time.
They changed cooks or something now.
Yeah.
We got like
They changed the recipe.
so for those that don't know,
Back to new season.
like year one, Alex and
This
John.
is the very first tournament I'd ever gone
yeah,
to.
what was that? Gen Con?
Oh yeah, no,
Or
no, no.
Origins.
Origins.
They went to Origins in Columbus, Ohio, right?
Yeah.
And they came back, and at first day at locals, just could not stop raving about this bar they went to. They said they got these fries called firecracker fries. They said it's the greatest thing ever.
They were good.
They were
And so
bomb.
when
We were drunk.
when Naps was announced to be in Columbus, Ohio, Alex was so hyped on it. Like
Hyped.
he said, you don't need any more reason to go to Columbus other than to get
No,
these
no,
fries.
no,
That's
not-
exact
no.
word for word. That's what he said. a little bit.
No way.
And so I remember we were at Nats, and it was like night 2 or 3. We finally get to go back there, and it was literally like McDonald's fries brought out with like red pepper flakes on it. That's all it was.
And they were not good.
They were
They were
not
not
as
good.
good as the first time.
The most basic fries ever.
They were not good.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna,
I
I'm not
could have
gonna
just
front
made
with
some,
you.
put some red pepper flakes on it, and then here you go. This is what you paid $12 for.
I'll hold to it. It was different before.
It's a hard puzzle, Ben.
Yes.
There's a lot of brown and yellow and not much.
Yeah. Shout out to our He-Man puzzle. I don't know why
That's
there's
why
a
you're
He-Man
all
puzzle.
here today, right? To watch
Decided
us.
to do some He-Man puzzle. I just wanted to buy a puzzle, and
Did you buy this or you've had this for a
no,
while?
I bought it. It was like $8.
Okay. What were the other options?
There were better options. I just thought this one was
I don't think
cool.
you- I don't think you
I
picked
didn't-
the right
I
one.
didn't think it through.
What's the puzzle meta? What do you,
You don't buy one with a bunch of blotchy areas of just random color.
Do you puzzle in general? Or is this like
No,
a Christmas
we
season
just
thing?
randomly did it.
Yeah.
it's
I
cold
thought it was
outside.
fun to do.
Dark.
But yeah,
Now it's sat here for over a month.
Vegas
Vegas
And
food
we're gonna
is
spend
always.
the rest of the
Always,
podcast putting
always.
this puzzle
Yeah.
together for the next 3
Yeah,
hours.
new regional season. What's going on with that?
So
What about Worlds? When's that?
Worlds is in like 2 weeks.
something like that.
Where is it at?
Online?
It's online.
That's
I mean,
pretty
most of
It's
the
only-
world's locked down. What
it's
are
only-
they gonna
you
do?
mother-
It's only 8 people.
It's
though.
only 8 people.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in a box. Squid
Playing
Game.
for a
Yeah.
big prize.
Squid
Do we
Game.
have any predictions on what's gonna win Worlds?
What's gonna win? Yeah. Well,
King Vegeta.
Just in general.
Greece. I have actually no idea who played what, but
I feel like yellow has the best toolbox and best
Is that
matchup
Greece or
across
is
the
that
board.
Italy?
I don't know.
I think it's
Unless
all
some-
above.
Well, it was it Italy that
I think it was both, but yeah.
like the meta in Italy was
I
like
think it
all
was
King
Italy.
Vegeta.
Oh,
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
No, I think Icarus won.
We're talking
No,
like
like
2 years ago.
6 or 12
Oh,
months.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They wouldn't. They kept playing starter deck.
Yeah.
King Vegeta. I
Yeah.
don't know what is wrong with
Yeah,
it.
I think that was last.
And it was
Nats,
like
wasn't
What's
it?
going on
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there?
Yeah, it was like the old one. Yeah.
Oh, remember like first Nats? It was like
It was just awful.
the Latin America regionals or Nats was like
It's like all Android.
it was like veggies in the finals. And we're
Yeah, it
like,
was
what
like
are
a
we
weird-
watching?
Yeah, it was weird. But
But it definitely seems like the rest of the world is starting to actually play like real decks now for the most part. There's definitely still some weird stuff in some of the other top cuts where you're like, okay, this is not real.
so UK meta is not real. Is that what you're saying?
No.
a bunch of cheaters and people getting banned from what I heard.
So if a deck that isn't
That's what I seen. Free Diego.
Yeah, if you talk shit in our comments, you're banned from the game.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Watch out.
So what do you think is going to win if it's not Icarus? Let's just put it that way.
Nothing comes out before then, right?
No,
No, it's
nothing
not.
will be out.
Because
Honestly,
you have no skin in the game at this point, so you can just speak freely.
Drop.
Right?
it's true.
Drop the
Honestly,
secret deeds.
I think Self Surge is a great pick.
I do too.
I think there's a good shot like Duvall is
I
on.
think Janemba's winning.
Okay, chill. I think there's a good shot Duvall probably takes Icarus again. Right? It seems like he's putting a lot of work with that, unless he expects a lot of people to follow suit. I think it was like Icarus took the most Nats wins with like 3 Nats wins.
That's pretty good.
Gogeta, I think, might have had 2 or 3, and then there was just a sprinkle of like other
I
stuff.
got a Vegeta baby deck they can play.
Yeah.
Cell Surge in a very small tournament is pretty strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't even have to worry about the variants, and you can almost know exactly what you're going to play.
So
against,
it's
right?
interesting because I know there was one guy that played Hatch, and I think he won his
Yeah,
Nats.
that's right.
no.
So it's kind of like it all just depends on matchups, right? I think Icarus.
pretty solid.
In my testing, like Hatch is a good matchup versus Icarus. I honestly don't know this other Hatch player, so I don't know his build. I don't know how
You'll
good.
know.
I don't know how good he is against like NA players, right?
mean,
So we'll
yeah.
see. Like obviously, he was competent enough to win his
Yeah,
Nats.
say one Nat. So.
But it's interesting. Icarus definitely has tools like Trunks Unison puts in a lot of work against the Hatch matchup. But if you're just good at, if you know what you're doing, a lot of times you can still defend through a lot of the stuff Icarus is throwing at you. Like Icarus doesn't run Dragon Fist, which is kind of one of the big things. Dragon Fist is really good against Hatch. Unfortunately, Icarus players don't play that. Maybe
Old school Dragon Fist?
No.
This guy's
the new one is so.
There's-
Goku.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, there's no way that card's still
the new
good
one
to
is
play.
so spicy.
This will blow your
Okay.
mind. It's basically a Fu
Like,
shrouded.
I love that card, but
Look at this.
This is straight up Robin
Okay.
Williams Jumanji meme right here.
The new Dragon Fist is a yellow card, right?
yeah.
Is basically a Fu shrouded for 3 energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems
With
good.
dual
It's very
attack,
good.
double strike.
Dual attack, double strike, yeah.
Sends a card back to hand and restands energy.
But no, I think Cell Surge could be a really solid pick if everybody's on Icarus again. I think Jared Lopez is Android 16. If I were him, I mean, I've honestly never
Who
heard.
goes to world? Is it 2 people per?
First and second.
It was
and
just
second.
first and
For
second
US.
from US and then 1 from every other region.
Oh,
Yes.
because ours is bigger.
Yeah.
This is the best.
Yeah.
Damn,
America.
provocative.
I mean, I've honestly never heard of Jared Lopez before this Nats, but he had a great performance. And if I were him, just because I've never seen him play any other format, like I would say, just
From what I heard, Landon said he plays that deck all the time.
yeah.
That-
So
that's his
if
deck.
I were
He
him,
plays.
like I would just
Stick to your
pick
strong
it.
suit.
Clap cheeks.
yeah. I think there's definitely the biggest changes he could make is to his sideboard. I
Clap
think if
silicone.
Yep.
I think if his sideboard was any different, he would have won the finals. I just don't think he was like for some reason ready for that matchup and everything being brought in. Because Duvall got to bring in all his like he was signing like Deburas and Gohans, so
He
it was
had
just,
all 6 of them. Also.
yeah, and so he just got so much free value off that, and Jared just wasn't really ready for it. He sided like 2 Kais.
I feel like if he had BMS or something like that to
Like I know he
Yeah,
didn't
he'd been
want to
fine.
side BMS because of Android 16, but I feel like you just like side 2 of those, maybe
Yep.
even bump East Kai up to 4, or whatever one, West Kai keeping watch, whatever one that one he sided was. Just get prepared for that. Honestly, like his biggest worry is probably going to be, if I'm being completely honest, is Duvall.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
to like harp on any of the other players, but
Well, no, yeah,
you know,
I
just
agree.
I just think that the NA players probably got the best shot at winning, and Duvall won Nats, so
No respect.
you probably just gotta get ready for him.
No respect.
It's not like just based off watching it, like maybe France has a shot, like but
No respect.
France.
I think Duvall's probably the favorite going into Worlds. If anybody's gonna put money on it, like I would put my money on Duvall. And
money
I
on
think
him.
You know who you are. Get the money out. Get the lines
Exactly.
going.
And I think for the other NA guy going, Jared, just get your side deck ready. You know,
I think he'll be just fine. He has
Yeah.
lots of homies at home that are helping him out. And
Yeah.
I
everything.
got my
exactly.
money on Jared.
That's my guy. That's the people's.
Let's
champ.
go, Arizona.
He went to Jared.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. There's some other weird stuff like Gogeta Zeno. If somebody runs hot with their mills, could always.
Do you know if it's just 3 rounds and over, or if they're playing a top cut, or do you know any of the
I don't
format
know
to
the
it? I don't know
format at
any of
all
the
yet.
format to this
Yeah.
tournament. So yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just did like a round robin type thing and then did like maybe cut to top 4 or something.
I was
like
thinking
that.
they should cut top 4, but I have no idea what's going on.
But we'll see. I'm excited for it. First world champion. Whoever wins that probably just won $100,000. Just
$1,000
right there.
crazy.
like, whoever wins that, like you're just change their life. For,
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Love to have that. Put that thing in a safety deposit box and call it a day.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you could sit on that. The thing is like it's 1 of 1, right? You can sit on that as long as you want.
Until
And-
next year.
Yeah, you just wait until someone throws out 6 figures, and there you go.
The
John
dream.
Bradley.
The dream.
He's going to cash out his crypto. He's going to buy the card.
We ain't cash out nothing. Hodl for life, dude.
All right, how you gonna do?
All right, we
this?
got some voice messages, and we put this out to Hell Group, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to play it, and I'll add it on later.
Gotcha.
This one's from Donald.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Donald Booker. I'm pretty sure all you sluts out there know who I am. And I advise y'all to continue to put the cards down and put your fucking hands up. And have a very Merry fucking Christmas. See you sluts in 2022. Hey!
Well, thanks for that wholesome message, Donald. You won't show up to a tournament, though. That's what I heard.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Slut.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can say whatever you want to Donald, and just know that he'll never show up to a tournament.
Yo, is the Ballers chat still a thing? The DBS Illuminati chat?
Yeah, but
Somewhat, kind of.
it's there.
Add me
It's kind,
back.
it's kind of like Scatter Report podcast. Every couple of months, somebody puts a comment in
There's
there.
a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another one from PP Delinquent.
Hey guys, love your content. Just wanted to ask, why are my dog's nipples swollen? Thanks.
Why are my dogs nose swollen?
Well,
so the only person here with medical training is
Ben is a doctor. So
He is a doctor.
We'll leave you.
You know, that's a tough one. How much time we got? We really have
Go
to
for
dive
it.
into
Go
it.
for it.
Put a little link to his other podcast at the bottom.
Yeah, the differential diagnosis for canine nipple swelling is quite large. So, number one, it'll depend on acuity and the breed. And then after you delineate which breed it is, then it comes down to what the exposure risks have been. And so, like, for instance, if you've had...
No, see, I'm going to come in and just
That's
say,
what I
you've
was
been
thinking.
sucking on him too hard. That's why, dude. Come on. All right, next one's from Joe.
Hey, Russell, I was wondering, how hard do you pee?
Good question.
This is the hard-hitting questions we come here for.
It is a good question. It honestly just depends on how much fluid intake I've been having. So like at events, I drink a lot of water. In between rounds, I have to pee real bad.
High pressure
And
situation.
very high pressure situation.
Literally.
Yes, you gotta be. It takes a lot of control, because when you're coming in with that much force, you get some splash.
Splatter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really
Oh,
got.
spray back?
Yeah, you gotta take into
gotta start
velocity.
smoking in the
yes,
bathroom?
Yes, exactly. You gotta take into account speed and angle and everything. It's just, but after all these events, I feel like I have it under control.
You're a
So
pro.
wait, let's go back to hydrating. So you actually are aggressive in hydrating, even knowing it, like you're gonna have to take a piss like sometime in your match. Like the importance of
it's how-
hydrating outweighs the distraction of having to go pee.
Oh yes, I've also always been someone that feels like when I have to pee, I like focus a lot more. So it's like
That little bit of pressure.
chug a glass or two of water before the round. And that's the way I'm like
And then
hydrated.
piss real hard.
And then
in
towards the
between rounds.
towards the end of the round when it's like I have to pee, that's when it's like it's crunch time. Like
This is the real
yeah.
test.
These
Honestly,
are the
that's
real-
when-
quality question.
Exactly.
All right, this one's from Worth.
Is it really a Mario Party if you're not going Mamma Mia to the doll? I mean, that's what makes it a party, right?
You're not wrong.
Mamma mia.
Shout out to the sex doll in the living room. You do you, dude.
Pan over.
You do you, dude. No, we ain't got none of that over here. Nah.
Show them the
Nah.
lovely ladies on the
Shout out
on
to
the
Hell Group,
couch.
though.
John ain't flexing like that.
Hell Group's got the quality content this week.
Hell Group meta, best meta.
Hey, everybody has to have their good luck
We
charms
went-
when they're playing Mario Party.
We
you know?
went from the Marquise shenanigans directly to sex doll in about 3 seconds.
Oh, Hell Group is literally in its prime right now. Like,
This is the golden age.
Oh, yeah.
Back
People
to
getting
it.
banned for stuff mentioned in Hell Group.
it's great. I love it.
Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, I think we got one more.
All right.
This one's from our old friend Jim Tooth Alexander here. It's a minute and 14 seconds
Oh
long,
my
Jim Tooth.
I remember that guy.
I know, he's a hardcore listener here.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello?
It's on, dude.
This is Jim Tooth Alexander. Calling back in on the Sky Report hotline. Is this a hotline? I think it's a hotline. Anyway, so I'm really glad that you're doing another podcast. I got 2 questions. Number one is if you were to create your own card, I do recall none of y'all going to Worlds, but let's just say if you were to and win Worlds, what card would you create? And if Russell Stelzy's out there, you have to create your card without using Super 17.
God damn it.
And my second part of the 2-parter. Number 2 would be I did hear through the grapevine that some of y'all is playing some disc golf. And if you were to draw an analogy from your disc golf game to a Dragon Ball character, what would it be? And I'm going to assume in the room at this time there's one John Bradley, Alex Logsty, and Russell Stelzy. I will take your answer offline. Have a good day.
Thank you for that, Jim Tooth.
Good old Jim Tooth.
I love that guy.
Long-time listener.
As far as creative card goes,
Make a
absolutely
Yajirobe
nothing.
secret rare.
Probably nothing. If it can't be Super 17, it's
Nothing.
nothing. at
Yajirobe
all.
secret.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, Jerobe secret.
God tier.
I'm taking a stance. If I can't have Super 17, nobody gets a card.
It's a weak response. The people want to know.
People want to
You'd
know.
make a card just to rip it
If
in
you
half.
were good enough to get to Worlds, what would you do?
Why you gotta say it like?
What would you do?
God, that's a tough one. I might make a new card for Cell Chain. Make Cell Chain playable again. Yeah.
7-drop.
Yeah.
That's not
Or no, like a new 3-drop.
Oh yeah, they banned that one too.
A
didn't they?
3-drop, or
Type
maybe
one,
like
type one.
a 3-drop that has some protection. You know.
Little deflect action to it or something.
Yes.
Nasty. You nasty.
Yes.
I don't care. It's a big pun. Never mind.
I don't know.
What about you, Alex?
I'm trying to sit here and think of what I would want to make.
Alex likes
Pull the trigger.
I have to make something blue mid-range control type card.
Wow, that hasn't
Android
been done before. It's
surprise.
not been
Android
done
18
before.
sex doll
Surprise.
card.
What?
Krillin's fantasy sex doll Android 18 secret rare. I know that's what you want.
No, I'm okay.
That's what the people want.
What would this effect be?
I'm restraining myself here. don't even know. I'm trying to
5
think.
to 6
so-
times restand.
Restand.
Oh no. I don't know. Anything I'd sit here too long trying to make something balanced when I should just be trying to make something
Let me
broken.
balance this
Yeah,
as much
so
as
no,
possible.
so-
Broken.
Yeah.
Break the game.
Broken or it's worthless.
Yeah.
Just have some super meme like text on it. If you have like over 500 Tinder matches, just
I bet I already know.
you
what
win the
Ben-
game.
I already know what Ben's card would be.
You really? You do?
it would-
I have multiple.
It would
ones,
just be
but-
Kaba that has no restriction to max per turn, so you can just take a life every
it
single
doesn't.
time and just keep going
He doesn't
like,
he
it
doesn't- he
restands?
doesn't have
every
a-
single time. So it would restand himself. He would attack with it and it'd restand. You take a
Oh,
life.
he just automatically
And then
has a
he'd go- I
permanent.
I mean, that seems a little broken.
and he would go 15,
Yeah, just a
20,
little bit,
25,
yeah.
30, 35. That would just be your.
it goes up by 10, but
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
Is that a secret rare?
No, it's just a common.
Someone-
Zero cost. You can play it turn 1.
I need,
attack.
I need
Exactly.
4
And,
copies.
it's like Metacooler, so you can play like as many
All
as
of
you
them. It's
want.
just 50 cards in the deck.
Okay.
So if I was actually building cards, like a couple, one, I would let Reboot Hit Leader take some life. Please let us self-awaken. Let us self-awaken.
Reboot the reboot.
Yeah, reboot the reboot. And then if not that, then I would do something like Russell was saying about Cell Chain. I'd do a Baby Chain. Put some protection on like the 4-drop, I would say. The 4-drop or the 5-drop, or have a way of the 4-drop just getting to the 6-drop. So maybe like the 4-drop would deflect, and then let the 6-drop be naked, but it's just too fragile at this point.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Vengeful Onslaught.
No barrier
2.0.
for 6-drop.
I mean, yeah, if I want to do whatever I want, sure. Put
two cards. This is two
put
cards.
Deflect and Barrier on it. I mean, because they technically have the 8-drop, so like you can bring it back
Yeah,
in theory.
that's true.
So I was trying not to make it too broken, but yeah, give me Barrier and Deflect on the 6-drop and the 4-drop
Yeah, screw it.
and the 5-drop, and we're good.
You think they're gonna let them make a broken card? Or
No,
they gonna...
no, absolutely not. It's gonna be actually like I think it's gonna be underwhelming. Whatever
Just
card
a
gets made.
Sensu bean that is
yeah.
in red or something. Just lame as fuck.
That's pretty broken though.
I would love a red Sensu bean.
I think they're honestly gonna let him make a good card. That's just me.
I think it would be
they're
good,
gonna
but
ban it.
it's
I don't
definitely
think
going
it's
to be
gonna
like
be like-
it might
It's
be
gonna
like
be
a
balanced.
back and forth type of
It's
thing.
gonna
Ban
be
it.
balanced. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
immediately
good
ban
though.
it.
Immediately
or at
ban
least
it.
I'm hoping that that's whoever gets to design their card will be a card that people want to play in their deck, and they get to see the card they designed in the tournaments going forward.
I think
that's
it'd
cool.
be really cool if you could like turn yourself into the character. That's what I would 100% do actually. Like real answer, not meme answer. I would turn myself into a character.
the hat and all.
With that hat.
Oh my god,
The real Super 17.
the hat. That's what would be my card.
Like the farmer with a shotgun's brother.
There you go. That's the card. That's the card that I'd want to make right there.
Russell,
farmer with a
Russell,
shotgun?
get
Yep. That
SCR farmer with a shotgun.
that or Monster Carrot. That's
Hyped.
my two for characters.
Hyped.
Cool. Are that all the topics?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again in a year.
One more year.
Yeah, maybe 18 months.
Maybe this He-Man
knows?
puzzle will be done by then.
Nope.
Nah, maybe
I
not.
hope it's
Who
here in a
knows?
year.
Maybe we'll do a wing match for the.
That's the thing. You
for
need to
good
do
old
more
times.
podcasts, and each podcast the puzzle's just like a little bit more put together.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we
I
get
kind of want
finally
it off my table though, because it's just been here and I can't put anything on
I
the
can't
table.
eat dinner.
Pretty much.
I do think we need to get Russell on a wing match. And who's the other person we always
Alex.
said? Is it Alex? Or are you like the
I've never been on
intolerant of the heat?
Alex has
I
said
want
he'll
the-
do it. He just.
I
we
want
need,
the-
we
I need people who
veget-
don't
we
mess
need
with
vegan
the
wings.
hot
Yeah,
the
he is vegan,
spice.
but
No, you give it. Put it
isn't
on.
it's not fair if he's doing it vegan
Oh, it is.
Yeah, why not?
You can do
because vegan is just not as spicy. You know?
Oh, it'll
we
probably
make
be
it spicy.
spicier.
Are you ridiculous? we do it ourselves.
Tofu be soaking
vegan
it
vegan
up.
food's always like a notch down.
That's
you know?
true.
Tofu be soaking it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Chicken Strips. All right, are we?
Hey, chicken tenders are light. I ordered chicken tenders like 3 times. maybe 4 times that weekend.
You're ridiculous.
We know this. We know
You
this.
fly all the way to California.
I mean, I had a lot of other stuff too. We got Thai food, we got Mexican food, we got barbecue
You
at
got chicken tenders at all 6 of them.
I did not get
The
chicken
tenders.
tenders. We went to BJ's and Yard House a lot that weekend, and I got chicken tenders every single time we went.
Diversifying.
What else are you gonna get there?
What's wrong with you? Pizza.
Yeah, chicken
good
tenders are
sandwich.
just goated though. When chicken tenders are made
Pasta.
right, you just keep getting them.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.